Hello, everybody, and welcome to Roll20 Presents. I was looking at Lauren's face when I started talking, and then I just completely lost what I was going to say. That was great. It wasn't as good. It wasn't as good as Blue Jay's ridiculous outro face from the last episode of Saltmarsh, but it was pretty
Did Lauren
horrific.
render you speechless?
It was weird.
Yeah, but not in like a good way. I was like, oh, Lauren. I was like, oh, what's happening? Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's a good way for that to happen, but today is not that day. That's not what happened.
That's not what I'm going for.
Yeah, right. I mean, clearly, because if that is what you were going for, we need to have a talk after this episode. So, Room Full of Spiders has now become Room Full of Corpses, and there is a big webbed off area over here with some bodies.
Yeah.
Some bodies in the
Go
room.
have fun, Macario.
I want bodies.
Okay.
I want them. Let me take a look in the book. No, in this room. And like, can I, without going through this mess of spider webs, get any idea of like whether these bodies are intact?
Make a medicine check with disadvantage.
Okay, because of the webs.
Well, and because you're not examining it at close range here.
I get a 14.
14's not bad. They're definitely dead. Yeah.
Okay, but
Yeah,
like, does there like
none of them are moving. They are all smaller than human size. They are hanging in a mess of webs. There is a chance. We'll make a nature check.
Okay. Nature check.
500 babies. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. They look like bodies that have been wrapped up with webs.
I wonder if any of them are like missing their heads, or I guess we'll have to. I feel like, and Macaria is kind of saying this out loud to her skeleton. I feel like
Skeleton can't hear you, but okay.
If we light the room on fire, it will damage the corpses, which I wouldn't prefer. I wonder. I guess I could instruct the skeleton to the hack, but it'll take a while. Yeah, like there's a lot of webs in there, right?
Yeah, it's full of webs.
Yeah. I will instruct the skeleton
That's Comcast's new slogan. Comcast, it's full of webs.
Cool. Gross. Wow. I will instruct the skeleton to clear a path to the nearest body.
All right. Chop, 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 chop. And he just comes in and just like Minecrafts it out. So you can get it all three of these ones.
Okay. Thank you, skeleton. When I said the nearest body, I guess you okay. Do these three look like they're missing any limbs?
No.
Okay.
No, they're just like all like well bundled up.
Right. Can I have the skeleton extract them from their bundling?
Yeah. You want the skeleton to like cut them loose.
Yeah, I can't really use them if they're covered in webs.
Okay. Yeah. So very, very quickly, it cuts open the bundle, the body bundles, and yeah, they're dead goblins.
I've had worse.
Yeah, they're dead goblins.
Huh. How many? I have like right now. It's probably like I'm gonna have the most number of spells. So, I could take a hot minute and make myself some Goblo friends. Goblo Zombo.
You want to make another skeleton?
I was gonna make a zombie.
I do not think they have enough flesh to be zombies. No, these guys are they're desiccated as shit. They're very stabbed with poison, and then they died, and then they have been liquefied and slurped out of their own skin. So they're just bones.
Just skeletons. That's okay. The short bows are good.
Well, they don't come with short bows.
I have short bows. We got them from the Goblin Market.
Right. Oh, speaking of which, just as an aside, Dave, there's a magic card in the new set called Bag of Holding, and it's pretty good. Did you see the art for it? It's really good. There's it's really good. Go check it out. Anyway, so yeah, Macaria, what do you want to do here?
I'm going to gamble, and I'm going to make 1 second. I think that this is a new thing that I haven't been able to do yet. When I cast the spell using level 4th or higher, I can assert control over 2 additional undead creatures.
Ooh, nice.
So I'm going to cast Animate Dead at level 4 and get all 3 of these.
Whoa. So thanks to Ouroboros Chemist, I'm now thinking about a giant spider being played by Daniel Day-Lewis, who's like, now I drink your organs.
I was like, I could use 2
I've
level
got some
3
organs,
spells.
and you've got some organs. So I take my fangs, and I drink your organs. Yeah, you want to conjure up some Skeletors?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
3
So you get
Skeletors.
3 of them?
Yeah.
All right. You get 3
2 additional undead creatures. So
3
that's-
loyal zombie or 3 loyal skeleton goblins
I
with
love
little
them.
bits of goblin skin still hanging off of them. But no damage to their bones because
That's
they were slurped up from inside.
All right. Well, I have 2 short bows in my inventory, so I equip 2 of the skeletons with short bows, and then I ask 8 if they have any extra short swords, or if they
How
don't.
many arrows do you have on you?
I have 40.
Okay.
I took
So
some of
each
those from the
one
Goblin
gets 10.
Market.
Each one gets 10 arrows.
No, each one gets 20 because I only have 2 short bows.
No, what I mean of all of your because are you keeping track of the skeleton's arrows independently of your own?
I don't have any arrows. I don't have. I'm
So
not
that other,
equipped with a
so there are
short bow.
4 of them and you have 2 bows, and currently the other one has no bow.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 bows, 4 skeletons. I think I've seen this video. And
2
you
bows,
have
4
40,
skeletons,
so
2
they
short
each get
swords.
20. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Do you have any spare weapons for the
Because one of them already has a short sword, so I would just need one.
Hey, you open your bag of holding, and it's full of seawater and Sahuagin
Yeah, I
knives.
was just thinking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've totally got a bunch of.
Yeah, so you put your hand in your bag, and yeah, you pull out like a bunch of your bag is full of weapons and salt water.
I actually have the weapon.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't transfer them over from the.
Okay,
the
that's, that's fine. But yeah, you have all these
Yes,
Sahuagin weapons.
Nice.
There were spears, tridents, warhammers. I didn't think there were short swords.
No, there weren't any short swords. Yeah,
Because Undermountain
Warhammers,
fighting.
as
Yeah.
long as it's one
it was all
handed.
melee weapons. Yeah.
Yeah, or throwing weapons. You could give
I
a
have
bunch
another
of
short bow because you gave me a crossbow, so
I did give you a crossbow.
I will switch these if you want to pick up the short bow.
Do you have arrows?
I have 50 arrows.
Okay. Yeah.
have not
Let's
used
have 3 that have short bows and 1 will have a sword because
Cool.
they should be ranged anyway because they don't have the zombie thing where they can come back.
Cool.
Okay.
Where did you? I'm not going to ask.
Where all the arrows came from?
Not you, Jewel 8.
Oh,
She's got like these coral tridents, and I'm like,
Yeah.
going from somewhere. It's just,
Mass.
like Jewel reaches in a pocket and I'm like, why is there sand in here?
Yeah, and I think seeing these weapons or whatever, like they give you a weird sense of deja vu. You know, like a dream you had and forgot. So you're just like,
yeah.
Okay. Must pick these up
I
somewhere.
wonder how Warforged brains work, because depending on the way that they're wired, they might not be able to have deja vu.
It's a neural net, a learning computer.
Huh?
Obviously.
That's good.
Was it a dream or is this the
That's offensive. You can't. Yeah. So yeah, okay. Let's talk about these Skeletors. 2 of them have short bows because they don't come
Three
with
of
their own
them
weapons.
now. 3 of
So
them have short bows now.
all right, I will delete the short bow from one of them.
Right.
And what else do they all have?
1 has a short sword.
Only
The
one has a
quarter-
short sword. 3 of them have bows. I'm trying to figure out how they're equipped so we can write this
The
stuff
quarter
down.
staff was from the
Yeah, that's gone. That's gone.
elf.
Yeah.
I could have kept the quarter staff,
I mean, I guess so.
but it was from the elf one.
Okay,
I will-
so
I
let's
will
go through
put-
these one skeleton at a time. One skeleton has what? Your first skeleton has a short sword?
Has a short sword.
Okay, and that's it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, perfect. All right, so
Give it some javelins. I'll give it 3 javelins.
You're gonna give it some javelins? Cool. Yeah. You just like there's just 4 skeletons, and I ask 8 to equip them, and I feel like for 8, maybe it's a bit like, all right, boys, like all right, you get this.
I was thinking actually, as we walk down, we're going to start looking like a first edition party.
uh-huh.
We've got the front line, and then the caster in the second row, and then the people with the bows at the back, so they can shoot over.
Okay, there you
Except
go.
them.
So I've named them in a way that we will be able to remember what they are equipped with. We have bow,
Beauregard, bow,
Beauregard, and
bow.
Swordy.
So thank you.
All right, so let's make sure that Beauregard, Bow, and Bow all have bows.
Got it. And then the swordy boy is gonna have the javelins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
In case you
Okay.
throw things.
Just in case. Thanks.
now let me see if I add. I guess I can just add it, and it doesn't matter if it has it on their sheet. We just know which ones are which. All right. So short bow. And that is.
By the way, the
it's for-
ability to summon 3 skeletons at once feels real good.
Yeah, it's cool. Hey,
Yeah.
you're like a Diablo necromancer.
I'm just like, oh, more power. Like, I feel like
Oh,
what
what's
happened
the-
was she
what's the
like sat
range?
down.
What's the range on a short bow? Sorry to interrupt you. 3120.
I think it's 60.
Maybe 6120.
Short bow. It says it's 8320.
Oh, 8320.
320.
Yeah, so I feel like she started doing the spell as though she was, like she pricked her blood and then was like doing the spell, and then she just felt more power than she ordinarily feels, and like could feel that she could, instead of just raising 1, she could raise 3, and it was really good. It was a really good time. Like she's got that like maniacal grin on her face, and she's just yes.
Oh, sick. I can drag and drop for NPCs too. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so I added trident, short bow. Are there any other weapons that these nerds might have?
Javelin.
It was javelin, right? Okay.
Javelins and tridents, I think, functionally.
Oh my. It's probably the same.
There you go. Okay, I just added every possible nautical weapon that they could have. It's fine. All right, good. So, Makaria, you and your gang of Skeletors,
Thank you.
you're ready to go. I'm actually going to take off I'll leave them named, but I'll take off their nameplates because those nameplates are going to get very in the way.
Tridents are martial weapons, and they can be versatile.
Right.
That's the difference. I was wondering what it was.
I don't know that the skeleton would have proficiency anyway.
Yeah, they have a +4 to it.
I've just used javelins then. That's fine.
Yeah.
That also
Okay.
10.
It doesn't add. Oh, because they're monsters though, so it doesn't add their like. I have to adjust their to hit and their damage.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so do they have tridents? Did we agree on which one was the martial one? Trident was, right?
Tridents are martial weapons, so they probably can't use
All right,
them.
let's just kill that.
Yeah, I think that they can't use that.
And
one.
then javelin is a d6 +2, and they have a +4 to hit.
They're not bad.
What's the
Better
design?
than me at hitting.
Yeah, most of the design has always been kind of interesting to me because they have certain built-in bonuses, but
Yeah.
they don't use like proficiency in the same way.
Hmm.
They just sometimes randomly have slightly more than their strength would allow
I
for.
almost feel like there's a hidden table we've never gotten to see, like IVs and EVs and Pokemon.
Yeah.
And it's like they get a bonus according to something, and is it their CR? Is it something else? Are we never gonna know? Is it because they're feisty? This is a feisty skeleton, so it gets a +1 to piercing attacks.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're set. There's still 2 more bodies, or 3 more bodies? 3 more bodies.
Yeah, while Makaria was raising, I was making sure none treasure had fallen out.
Yes.
The spiders don't have any use for that. So
The spiders don't. Yeah. So the bodies would still have some stuff on them. Yeah. Do you wanna finish clearing the room? And then I'll tell you the stuff you get from all of them. Okay, I'll tell you.
Minutes or whatever.
Okay. Yeah. So it's assumed that if you have like a cutting weapon, you can like a slashing weapon, you can cut your way through this area.
Yeah, I've got one. So.
Okay.
Jewel will help too. So
Okay. Yeah. Get in there, Joel. Okay. All right. So you come in, and who's going where and cutting up what bodies? Like, how are you doing this?
Oh, are you going to use my patented homebrew corpse explosion spell?
Yes. Yeah. I was just waiting for everybody to be in the room before it explodes.
Jewel go to the back corner.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, just like, are each of you going to take a body? I just need to know. There's one body is like special, and I just need to know who's the one responsible for that one.
I think that I'm enamored of my new Skelly boy.
So you're just hanging out.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you. You're also great. Okay. All right. So Jewel, everybody's like cutting into these bodies, and you take out your sword and you stick into the web and you cut the web open. The body doesn't explode, but the webbing, this body is host to a swarm of tiny spiders, which burst from it when
I thought, honestly, you were going to say that Halaster set up.
Fuck, I should have done that's a good one. I gotta make there's a mod for you. Like you cut it open, there's an old man inside. He's just like, hello there. That's way funnier than a swarm of spiders. Anyway, the swarm of spiders attacks you. Yeah, so a tiny swarm of spiders bursts out, climbs up your arms and onto your body, and immediately begins biting and stinging you. So let's see how that goes. None of them managed to like get through your fur yet, but you're covered in spiders. What are you gonna do?
Going to attempt to remove the spiders from her person.
Okay. Yep.
I feel like this is just she doesn't want to stab herself.
Yeah, like they're on you, but they just occupy your same space. You can still attack them.
You know, she's gonna attack, but I feel like this is more. I feel like I'm using my swords, but in some ways, it's also just her just like kind of rolling around on the ground, like scratching.
Yeah. Oh god, and they're all like in your fur and stuff.
Yeah, it's unpleasant.
Yeah, do it. Go ahead and make an attack. Yep. Okay. Roll damage.
She has sneak attack.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're like alone, right? You fulfill the requirements of sneak
I fulfill
attack.
all of the requirements. There's nothing else within. So
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So 20 damage.
There's still spiders. They're still biting you.
She's like spiders.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she'll whack at him again.
Okay.
I assume she misses.
You miss. Yeah.
She gives herself a little shave on one of her arms.
Yeah. Eight or Macaria?
Yeah, I don't even change weapons because I'm using a longsword to cut things. So.
You're like, I just turn around and throw my javelin at Jewel.
Yeah,
That'd
we'll
be
try
the
and
best.
cut some spiders off you with precision longsword.
Yeah, perfect.
That's
Yep.
50.
Yep.
You wrap your long sword in sticky tape and then just pat her with it.
11 damage.
I was thinking it was like the anime thing where you just come up and you slash at Jewel like 100 times, and then all the spiders just fall off of you. So you deal it 11. Okay. All right. There are still spiders on you. Macaria, do you do anything besides be like fanned? Oh yeah, you get your second attack. Okay.
Yeah, 8 has a second attack.
So 12 damage overall, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So another 7. That's exactly how many hit points the swarm has. You kill
6.
it. All right. The spiders do not manage to bite you or anything, and you get rid of them all. Just, I will mark it down. Spider swarm. Okay.
Jewel feels itchy.
Oh
just
yeah. You still like you. They're
now.
gone. They're dead, but you still feel them on you.
She's gonna feel spiders on her forever.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Just set yourself on fire. It's the only way to be sure.
Just.
Set the house on fire.
Okay. So that's the only one that's a special corpse. The rest of the corpses are normal corpses.
I like this special.
Yeah. So you find 20 copper, 18 silver, 5 gold, and a silver dagger.
Ooh, like a actual stabby dagger?
It's a dagger with like silver, like one of the special daggers you would use for killing things that can only be hurt by silver.
Sweet. I will take the silver dagger. She doesn't even ask.
Mine. Yeah.
Nice.
It's very shiny.
I was covered in spiders for this.
That's used. Like,
Unfortunately, Jewel, the silver dagger bursts open and spiders fly out of it. They just start biting you, and then the spiders burst open and they're full of spiders.
This is the worst nightmare ever.
And then you burst open because of spider cancer, and now you're covered in spiders. Cool. All right, so you've cleared out this room. This spider alley is dealt with. I will make a note on the map so that you know what room this was.
Nice.
And I think that's it for this area.
Cool.
Go down and check.
I love my skelly boys.
Yeah, now you have so many goddamn skeletons.
I love them so much. I will arrange them in order.
Okay, good.
And because I have to be thin enough to get through the hallways.
They're skeletons, so this shouldn't be a problem for them. Do you want to go? There's another room to the south of the chandelier.
Yeah,
problem?
that was my intention.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. Head on down there.
There's also the long corridor that we didn't do.
Yep. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. On your way back. Mm-hmm.
This is rough. turning corners with 4 skeletons is hard.
It's fine. We'll just take the biggest dungeon that 5th edition has ever made, and we'll put the advanced lighting and the fog of war and everything, and then that's fine. And then you just add more tokens, Blue Jay. That's okay. Yep. Of course you had to play the necromancer in this one.
What? I'm fine. Everything's fine. I think I got stuck on the wall, actually.
You left one of your skeletons.
You left a skeleton behind. You got stuck in the wall.
No, I haven't.
Which one was it?
I didn't leave it behind.
No, you didn't. It just took
Jewel investigates the door, assuming it's going to burst into spiders.
Yeah, you open it, and there's like a 40 by 40 room full to the brim of spiders.
Oh, God.
Just like packed tight, like styrofoam peanuts, and they just burst out. And
going on.
Yeah.
I need to reload Roll20.
Yeah, your next time you order a package from Amazon, spiders. Okay. Yeah, it's just another, I think this is just another standard Costco door.
Great.
Yes. Yeah. That's it. So you want to pop this one open?
Pops that sucker open.
Okay. Zoop. Okay. So inside there is a room that contains a dead giant spider.
Oh God! Actually,
its body shot full of arrows and scorched by fire. It's lying next to a broken wooden bed up against the east wall. So there's like a bed over here, spider in the corner, shot full of arrows. There is an armoire down in the corner, covered in cobwebs.
I bet there's spiders in there.
Is the armoire full of spiders?
Let's find out. She goes over to the armoire. Brushes off some of the webbing. And then sets it on fire. No.
Armoire. Armoire is actually French for full of spiders.
Yeah.
She looks at 8. And she looks at herself. Picks out a spider from her fur.
Yeah, I
open this one. And she backs up and lets it open it.
Yeah, so 8, you're gonna pop open the armoire?
Yeah, sure.
Inside the armoire, when you open it, something like leaps forward at you. Something leaps out of the armoire at you. What do? You just see like motion. Something is jumping out of the armoire.
Stab it instantly.
Okay, yeah, just like thrust out with your javelin. Okay, so the javelin, there's a clattering sound and a thump of the javelin hitting the wooden back of the armoire as bones tumble into your arms and then onto the floor. The bones are wearing a chain shirt.
I want it.
It's all tarnished. It's a metal chain shirt. And it appears to be the body of a halfling. Yeah, and it just like falls into your arms and then falls apart. It breaks off at the waist and collapses onto the floor with a rattle of metal.
I feel like this is the perfect time for it to be wearing, like elven chain, a leaf-shaped clasp.
Right? If I were putting Easter eggs into the adventure, yeah, it would totally. Yeah. Well, I mean, do you want to search it?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. The body of the halfling is indeed wearing a chain shirt and does have a gold ring on one bony finger.
Interesting. Let's take it.
Okay. Yeah. You take the ring off. You're gonna
inside. Has it got any like inscriptions?
You got to put it in the fire.
I will describe it to you. Let's see. Is there a description of this ring?
For some reason.
Yeah, you hear someone chanting in Orcish when you hold it up. Yeah, no, I think that it is it's a gold ring, and around the outside there are etchings that look to you like waves, like water patterns.
Waves.
Mm-hmm.
Are there rings of breathe underwater?
I just feel so bad that you didn't get this ring, I don't know, 7 weeks ago.
Jeez.
Yeah, I turned around to Jewel and got the ring. I'm like, do you know how much things are worth? Is this magic? I don't know how
I can tell if things are magic, poking my head out from the hallway.
Yeah, I mean, it's a gold ring.
Probably valuable.
Yeah, it's definitely worth something. It's a gold ring. So
puts it in her pocket.
Behind the halfling, there is a backpack.
Yeah.
And as you dig through it, it contains most of an explorer's pack. So anything that's in an explorer's pack, minus the water and the rations. There are some crumbs on the floor, and there is an empty water skin.
So did they both sit in a stalemate in this room until they both starved to death? Oh no, wait. He killed the spider, but stayed in there. Wait.
I mean, maybe he didn't kill the spider. Maybe someone else did, but they didn't know that there was a halfling in the closet.
Look.
But it wasn't locked or anything.
Explorer's pack. So it has, you find a backpack, a bedroll, torches, a tinderbox, a water skin, rope, a mess kit, and there would have been several days worth of lembas bread, but there isn't.
Did you say something about magic?
Oh, this ring.
Can I see it?
Is it?
Jewel, you don't
No.
You don't want to give it to her. You just like, here, you want to look.
Yeah, yep, you can look at it.
I need to see it for 10 minutes. To cast detect magic.
If you put out your hand, then she'll just like drop
Okay.
it into your hand.
Right.
But she's a butt about it.
There's a very like low depth of field close up shot of Makaria's palm, and then when it lands, it
And it,
makes like a noise.
And it just goes like,
We've all seen the same movie. Yeah. So you find the you get this ring.
okay. Either I'll cast detect magic on it, or we can take a break, but I think we're mostly okay. I could probably heal myself.
Okay, with taking
Can I
photos.
cast detect magic while walking?
No, rituals have to be performed like
Ritually.
ritually.
Yeah, got it. Can I do this when we're not surrounded by spiders?
Sure.
Well, we're not near any water, so I don't think it is a pressing concern.
Oh.
Also a ring. It doesn't exactly take up a lot of weight.
Yeah, you can just
Okay.
tuck it in a pocket.
Okay.
Put it in
Am I
an
allowed
envelope.
rings?
What?
Am I allowed to wear rings? Like,
Yeah.
my hand's huge. And
If it's
massive.
a-
No,
Yeah, it's a
magic rings
ring.
resize themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how would you get it on in the first place to make it reset? Well, would you just like...
Magic.
No,
Yeah.
as you move it towards your finger, it resizes. That's totally a thing.
Yeah.
That's
It's
kind
like a perception
It's
thing.
like, I mean, this is again, while we're on the Tolkien jam, this is straight up a Lord of the Rings thing, right? Like when when Sauron wears the Ring of Power, it's like a hula hoop. It's
Yeah.
giant, right? And then they
Oh,
take it
okay.
off, they break it off his finger, and it shrinks up. Yeah,
That's true.
yeah, totally.
Yeah, cool.
Sorry, I had cast Cure Wounds on myself when they were opening the thing, because spiders.
Okay,
Um,
sure.
So I didn't want to like take it back since there were no spiders.
Yeah, it's fine.
Why didn't you just wait until you were unconscious so you could get max HP?
Because
Great question. I cast kill on
Yeah, the thing is
power
the
word kill.
you've
on-
heard of sticks to snakes, but this is a ring of bones to spiders. So yeah.
Oh my god, could the skeletons carry me?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you need to make them make a palanquin, and then they can carry you around on it. Yeah.
A sweet
love it.
Merkle palanquin with like skulls on it
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
the bone
And, like-
wagon. Mhm. Spray paint skeletons on the side of it. It'll be great.
That'd be sick.
So yeah, I mean, if you want, you can take a short rest. Like
I
you're at
mean,
the
I-
end of a corridor and there's a door into this room, and it looks like the short rest area, the rest area worked out really great for this halfling. So
We do have one more section in this area to do.
that's true. There is a hallway up
Explore.
here.
I say we do that because then we will know for sure there are no spiders.
I have a blade of skeleton armor.
You do, yeah. That's true.
And I know that Makaria will not heal me until I lose another 20 hit points.
What?
So I feel like just for efficiency's sake.
I mean, I'm very efficient. So
Sure. Totally up to both of you.
yeah, I don't.
I say let's do that last corridor, unless it like.
Where
goes
did I
out-
go? Oh, there I am. I
Then
just
we
have
can.
a slight delay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
This map is huge.
It
Then
is
we know
very
this
large.
area is
Yeah.
free of spiders, so it would be pretty safe for a long rest or short rest.
How many intelligence points does it require on your stats to be able to use a door with a handle? That's another question.
I don't know how smart is a velociraptor.
That's the question, isn't it?
I guess we can find that out.
Yeah, let's find that out.
If it's got a slightly higher than average int score.
A velociraptor is what is it? Intelligence 4.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's actually slightly higher than average for an
But I think
animal.
these are actual velociraptors and not Jurassic Park velociraptors. I think there's like the little ones. I don't think it's like, I think those are like Utah raptors, but I don't think
Yeah,
those are
velociraptors are smaller.
Yeah, these are tiny.
These are the little guys, yeah.
Still got 10 hit points for a tiny creature though. Interesting.
What would they call a Utah raptor in the Forgotten Realms? Would it be like a Cormier raptor? I guess it would depend on, well, they're not fossils, so it's like they would have called it a Chult raptor because that's where the dinosaurs live. That's it. Yeah.
Do most people like on the mainland?
They call them Toronto raptors. Yes, the ancient fantasy kingdom of Toronto.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Are there dinosaurs normally, or they only live in Chult?
I think they only live in Chult. Well, Chult or like any jungle area in that like middle band of the area. Like I bet you could find them in southern Maztica too.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Jewel may have encountered them before. Because she's from Maztica, technically.
There
Yeah.
aren't actually in here though, but
Well, I mean, don't even get into the confusing etymology of the word tabaxi in the Forgotten Realms because it refers to both a tribe of humans and to a species of cat people. And I don't know if they're connected or how. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that tribe of human fucked a lot of cats.
I mean, like, I don't know about that. It's very confusing. Like, if you go back and read Ring of Winter, it talks about tabaxi. They're people. They're just humans. They're human beings. But anyway, you get to the end of this hall, and there is a standard installed Mad Mage door. And let me see if it is locked or any. Here we go. Okay. Your passive perception is quite high, Jewel. I think you feel a faint cold as you approach the door of this room in your usual fashion.
Ooh. I think she's gonna go for does it feel unnatural or like it's coming through the doorway or just sort of an aura?
It's coming from the other side of the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
She will make a comment about this and then probably do an investigation just to see if the door is trapped or if
I would love to help you with that.
That sounds lovely. Yes, please. 25.
Okay.
Is it trapped or is there like, can she hear anything on the other side?
You hear no. I think if you like get close to it, you hear like a faint, low like hum.
It's a walk-in freezer.
I bet it's a refrigerator.
You hear a faint, low humming sound, and otherwise no. There's no evidence of a trap or anything.
You open it up to like teenage grocery store. Like,
actually, someone's ghost possessed husband is in there right now. They're just trying to get out. Yeah.
She'll open the door.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you pop the door open. Here's Johnny. So inside, the room is immediately like when you open it, you feel the air inside like wash over you. It is immediately like cold, bitterly cold. The inside of the room is shaped. It's a square when we look down at it, but it's actually it's like looking at a house from the side. Like it goes up 10 feet and then pyramids in the ceiling. And in the north wall, straight ahead and then up on the pyramid side, there's an enormous dwarven rune. 8, you recognize that it is the dwarven sigil for cold, which this room is. Very.
Yeah, it's a walk-in. Why is it here? Why is it not near the kitchen?
And there's nothing in it.
Shall we actually go inside it? It seems
really cold.
I'm
Cold.
going to stay in the doorway because I know how these things go.
You stand in the door and put one hand on either side of the door.
That's why I was going to suggest we send one of them in. She points back at the skeletons.
Yeah, sure.
For what?
I just want to make sure that it won't immediately kill anything that is alive.
Well, they're not alive, so it wouldn't help you.
True. Yeah.
If they turn into a solid lump of ice, I think we'll have a pretty good idea that will happen to us.
Have you ever been anywhere cold? That's not what happens when you get
I have
cold.
been to Waterdeep.
Not cold.
Have you been anywhere cold? Honey, I was in Miami last year, and I tell you, yeah, it's like you're from
Waterdeep.
Yeah, you're from
Sometimes the caravan would make their way up to the cold parts of the coast. I didn't like it.
Yeah, you're from South America, so yeah.
Sure.
I think winters for her are very unpleasant. She like bundles up a lot.
Yeah, you're that person, and like you have fur, but you wear a coat, and like, oh yeah, oof.
Well, get out of the way.
Okay.
Do tabaxi like grow their fur for winter?
Do they shed? I
Mm.
mean, they're either jungle cats or they're like desert cats. I don't think that there are like snow leopard tabaxi. Are there?
Yeah. I mean, I had her as
realms?
a gray cat, but because I was kind of placing her somewhere maybe not quite as jungly and more likely scraggly rocky.
Yeah.
I don't know which one this is, but I'm
this one is brave scouting ahead. This skeleton is, I can't remember what I named this one. This one is Bo.
cool. Bo, put your arm in the room. I guess I should have sent sword.
Put your scaly arm in, put your scaly arm out, put your scaly. Oh no, it fell off.
Yeah, I mean, like if a skeleton loses one arm, it can still attack with a sword. It's fine.
Okay.
So
Goes into the room. If it could breathe, there would be like cold. There'd be condensation, but it doesn't, and it can't. It doesn't immediately get like zapped by cold beams or anything.
come back.
It does.
There. I touch it.
It's got a little bit of frost on it.
It's cold now.
Do we think there's anything useful in this room? Joel looks at 8.
No, the rune itself is self-explanatory and it is doing its job. Perhaps it was just an experiment. I didn't see anything.
It's the
right.
dwarven. You see the dwarven rune for microwave.
Then a short rest back in that main hallway.
I mean, we don't need to. I just got all these skeletons,
Well, they're not going to go away.
but I love them and I want to shoot things.
Oh, you're just like raring to get him going.
Okay, let's go see if we can find Sean.
His name is Sean. So where are you gonna go to hunt down Shun, the
I think it was the other room off of the
exile
Goblin
drow?
Market, right?
Yeah, so I'm
Because
I'm
gonna
gonna do the unthinkable, and I'm gonna zoom in the map like all the way out, and then I'm
I
gonna look
think
at
it
it
was
like one of
the
you.
other room off of the Goblin Market that we wanted to go to, right?
Yeah, I'll move my token over there. Can you move our tokens for us?
Hang on a second here.
Yeah, I feel like that there's definitely this middle section, but that may be past the room with, I don't know, the dragons in it.
The ballista.
Oh yeah, that's right. There was the dragon. The
Dragon.
like
Yeah,
dead
dragons.
dragons. Yeah.
Not bad in that life.
Yeah, I feel like
There's definitely that room that we sent a skeleton down and we know it was completely destroyed.
the one that it was just like a
Yeah.
weird noise, and then the skeleton was just like annihilated.
the
That
big
could open up to another area.
the big dragon nope room. Yep.
So this is the Goblin Market, right?
Yeah.
The big room right near the entrance. Yeah.
And then it was here that we hadn't gone, right?
Yeah, and or here. Yeah, we haven't done like this whole.
Okay,
we
well,
do
I
that.
think that's where we should go.
Yeah.
South of the Goblin Market.
Okay.
So I guess we would walk all the way back this long corridor and then probably make our way to this crossroads right
So
here.
if you wanna just stop where you're at, like everybody who is
Yep.
moving, stop moving. I will, through the magic of crossfade, I will take you to where you need to go. So let me get everybody back in a square. Pile everyone up here, and we will magically teleport you there. All right. There is going to briefly be 2 of you. Where do you wanna go? I'm gonna just put you. Oh yeah, that intersection. Okay, yeah, because you don't want to go all the way back. This is the one with the magical frescoes, right? Where they're like the dwarves were like hi-hoing, and you could, okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Again, big map. Might take a second if I haven't broken it. Which I might have. Okay, I'm gonna read. Oh no, there we go. Just took a second because there's so damn many of you now. Let me go delete the OG. Okay. So, part of the reason why the dungeon loads slowly is because it's calculating the light for some of the NPCs that have dark vision. So it's trying to calculate what they can see, even though we're not using them. So one thing that I've found useful to, like for me, to make the dungeon load faster, if you're using this map and you're like, everything's really slow, go in and turn off has sight for as many of your tokens as you want. And then it'll improve because then the engine won't try to render light for things that you don't like. All these bugbears in this other room, I didn't need light for them. And also deleting tokens once they're dead, which that's helpful because then it doesn't have to calculate them once they're gone. Okay. All right. So here you are over in this area. Skeletons, Warforged, clerics, tabaxi. You're ready to roll. Where do you want to go? There's a hallway that goes north, not Zorth, but proper north now. And then east, there is a hallway with, there's something.
There's a thing there.
There's something in there.
It. I'm curious.
Yeah, so the one that Jewel's standing by, like there's like weird scraggly things done at the end of it. Do we want to do the northy? Like go
it
north
looks like you want there.
Yeah.
Jewel.
Okay. She goes into the corridor.
Okay. All right. You're gonna check it out.
They're like, Jewel.
Jewel, go look at it, Jewel.
Go look at that thing. You're sneaky. I don't know what it is, but it looks cool.
She sneak.
Okay, so you're gonna enter into stealth mode and skulk over there.
Would you like me to roll stealth?
Yes, please. Yeah, just in case.
26.
Wow.
I'll make a note of your stealthiness.
It's her thing. That's her thing. She has like two things. It's that and stabbing.
All right. So you approach. So this room, the part that you come into, there is an altar. In the middle of this 20-foot high room, pushed to the east wall, the middle of the east wall, there is a limestone altar topped with a pile of gold that looks like it was melted and then poured there in molten form until it hardened. Behind it, carved into the wall, and then as you look around on all of the walls, lidless eyes and gaping mouths are carved into the wall, from which black mildew drips.
She like sneaks back slightly.
There's a door in the back of the room also.
Macaria,
Yeah.
I feel like you're going to enjoy it. There's an altar in this room.
Ooh, religion.
It's covered in gold.
Sounds like something that I could be of benefit with. I have
religion. Let me check it out.
I have one of my bow skeletons come with me as my squire.
Get it because they're your bow and it's a skeleton. This bow has two words. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Can I make a religion check concerning this altar?
Yeah. You
the iconography there.
Get in the room, and then we can talk about it.
I'm so scared.
You're gonna leave all your other Skeletors out in the hall, or do you want them to come along?
No, they're gonna come with.
All right, I'll bring them for you.
Okay.
I got them. Okay. Yeah, get in the room, everybody. Everybody get in here, or whoever's going in. Are you attempting to stay hidden, Jewel? Okay.
I mean, it's Jewel.
So you're gonna lurk in the hallway. Okay. All right. So Makaria, you approach the altar. Approach the altar, and you can make that religion check.
Okay.
And then spiders burst out of the altar.
Yeah, and then it's a god. It's the altar for the god of spider bursting.
Cool. I get a 4.
The lidless eye and gaping mouth sigils mean nothing to you. There is an inscription on the altar in Abyssal.
Hey, I think I know that. One sec. Do I know Abyssal? No, it's Infernal. Never mind.
Jewel, you understand Abyssal?
Jules, I picked Abyssal and Undercommon.
Fucking awesome.
Nice.
Good. You speak.
I didn't know if it would come up,
You
but
speak
I
cool ass hell language.
Okay, so question.
Let me
What
translate this. I speak goth.
No. What's the difference between infernal and abyssal?
Well, Blue Jay. Let me explain. I believe devils speak infernal and demons speak abyssal. The abyss is one place, whereas the hells are another. They're two bad places with scary monster people that live in them, but they are different and separate.
Okay, what would
I think one is chaotic evil and the other is lawful evil.
God, I hate law. Can I have the
Devils
one
are lawful evil, demons are chaotic evil, and what's great about that is that they hate the shit out of each other and have been locked in a terrible war for all of eternity called the Blood War.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
it's pretty sick. If you ever want to watch demons fighting each other, and I guess demons fighting devils and all that shit.
So sorry,
I don't know why this is the language that Jewel picked, but
because Jewel is secretly extremely heavy metal, I guess.
I guess Undercommon makes sense because I was like, we're gonna go.
I have never used either of these languages. So which one is the chaotic one and which one's the lawful one? I just want to know which one would be more likely for...
Abyssal is the chaotic one. Infernal is the lawful one.
Would it have made more sense? Because I put celestial and infernal because they felt like...
That's fine. If you want to cover your bases, then infernal helps. Because I think Rin also speaks abyssal.
I think she speaks infernal.
Okay, well, whatever.
I just didn't know which one would be because I haven't used
what's Merkel's canonic alignment? Neutral evil? I think it's neutral evil, so it doesn't matter. There's no neutral evil
language.
There must be a neutral evil plane, but there's no language.
I'm also fine. I don't think I've ever used it. So if you would like to say that this is the language Macari,
I would say take infernal because nobody has that.
I thought that Rin has infernal.
A blank language spot to fill later.
Neutral evil language is just cursing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Infernal.
Cool.
Yes, you're right. Rin speaks infernal. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that.
I mean, if Adam is okay with this, then I can have an unused language spot and fill it in at some point.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with languages being like, oh wait, I speak that. That's a way better way of handling it instead of being like, does anybody speak Kobold?
Ever spoken either of the other ones?
I haven't.
So would you like to know Abyssal?
I think Abyssal would make sense. I'm gonna replace Infernal with Abyssal.
Okay, that's fine.
Right.
Because it
used to be, here's some old D&D trivia. It used to be that lawful and chaotic were languages.
What?
Yeah, you could speak lawful and you could speak chaotic, and they were like a secret combination of like code words and hand signs where you're like, I speak good guy.
I had a character who spoke chaotic, but changed alignment, so forgot how to speak chaos.
Correct. Yes, you forget the secret chaos language.
Okay, well then Macaria knows how to speak Abyssal.
Okay.
She thought it was infernal, but evidently the book she was reading she mistranslated it.
So in Abyssal, in the scrawling chaotic scratch marks of the Abyssal language, you read the words translated into common loosely. A gift of flesh willingly given can feed our eternal hunger.
I don't want to feed anybody's internal hunger.
Eternal, not internal.
Oh.
Everyone's hunger is internal.
Internal hunger.
I'm hungry on the inside. You don't understand. No, that's where everyone's hungry, dumbass. So, so that's what it says. A gift of flesh willingly given can feed our eternal hunger. I will make a note of that for you.
A gift of flesh willingly given will feed our eternal hunger.
Can feed.
Can feed.
Yeah, it doesn't say it will. It's not definitely, no guarantee.
I mean, it doesn't say how much flesh.
Traditionally, I believe it's a pound.
This one is on either of you two. I don't have.
Yeah, right. You have no flesh of which to give.
Enjoy.
Well, I don't like worshiping gods that aren't the god that I worship, so I don't think I'm going to be doing that. But there is another door. I don't know anything about whoever this is. I just know that they like eyeballs.
I mean, yeah, that's like saying Jesus likes crosses. I don't think he liked them. They're just important to the religion. I
rolled a 4.
Yeah, fair.
He likes eyeballs, or she, or they, or it.
It
likes eyeballs.
I mean, Denir is the god that has an eyeball as a symbol. And I guess if you didn't know, Denir's symbol is like an eye with a candle over it. And so you might misinterpret that as like this is the god of dripping candle wax into your eye, but you know,
really
whatever.
hardcore PTSD.
Yeah, I love you, Denier. Ah! So what do you want to do? There's another door at the back. There's a big pile of melted gold on the altar.
Melted gold.
Yeah.
We're gold. It's all gold now.
You have to give it flesh.
I can't.
Then don't take the gold.
I mean, it didn't say it has to be your flesh, 8. It just has to be willingly given.
By me.
What's so important about the gold? We have so much of it. I don't understand.
Could always use more gold to look for more magic swords.
Have you always been this money hungry? Is this a thing about Warforged?
I never owned property before I came to your plane.
I mean, neither did I. We seem to have radically different.
I mean, now you all own property, so it's fine.
Wealth.
Actually, I guess that's the reason for wanting to have treasure is you have a business to run, and injecting a little bit of extra credit into it is helpful. But yes, there is that danger of like internal, infernal, who knows, hunger. So.
I mean, if you want to be feeding some unknown gods eternal hunger, then have at it. But I will not willingly give any of my flesh.
No. It's not that interesting, I suppose.
Jewel, there's a door. Why haven't you already opened it?
Hey, it's your favorite thing. A door.
Something important.
Yeah, do you want to go check that door out?
Yep.
Okay. It appears to be a regular type of a door.
Just gonna open it. I'll move myself.
Okay. So let me pop it open for you. Yeah. Yeah, head on over there. There's a much, much larger room. Very large, actually. Probably the biggest you've been in since you're in the Goblin Market. It's like quite a large room. In here, there are several doors around the outside of the room. This room looks like it is, let's see. There is a symbol on the door as you go to open it. It's carved into the room. It is a circular symbol with like a drop of water in the center of the circle, just carved into the doorway, like the arch of the door.
Can I check and see if I know that one?
Yeah, you make a religion check. Yeah.
I take the door and I turn it on its side. And I go,
No, Dave. The symbol is there to let you know how much the door costs.
Hey, this one I know. I have a 19.
It's
maybe
it's
I know
a basic like alchemical symbol. It doesn't have any religious purpose. It's just like a symbol for water.
Oh, it just means water.
Yeah, it's not religious. It's like this specific symbol isn't. Yeah. You do notice too, Jewel, that there's something different about this door. When you open it, there is a like a faint, like not a pressure change, but there's something about the edge of the door that kind of like it hisses or like squeaks slightly. Yeah. Something different about the pressure of this door opening, but it's not like the room isn't pressurized or anything. You just have to push a little harder.
Watertight door. For when it floods.
How would you figure that out? It's a good question, but
I mean, if there was more like pressure on it, is there like a seal on the sides of the door?
Yeah, there's
Is there a giant seal on the sides of the door?
I was gonna say rubber, but I don't think that the Forgotten Realms have the ability to process rubber, so it would be
rubber is actually surprisingly like
it's a natural material.
Yeah. I guess so. Like, I mean, whatever, anachronism, it doesn't matter. Yes, there's like a rubber ring around the outside of the door, and when you push the door shut, the door seals up against the ring and creates a watertight seal. Yes.
About that ring.
Yeah, that's true. Rubber comes from Chult, so would have a bunch of, like, they would have the most rubber, and then you'd export it from probably. Yeah. Interesting.
Does the room look like it has the ability to fill with water?
I mean, from here, you definitely cannot tell.
Oh, yeah.
Jewel.
I should check it out in case it does flood.
All right,
How about you?
Yeah, so you go ahead and check it out.
Yep.
All right. Sure. So let me describe unto you this room.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. Let me place it in there. Okay, so the ceiling is 30 feet high. The room itself is depicting. There are frescoes all over all the walls. They appear to depict horrific cyclopean cities of black stone submerged beneath raging seas. So you see these like massive black like buildings, but they're underwater, and there's like a storm above the water, and these are frescoes on all of the walls around the inside of this building. You can see hovering over here, floating in midair, you see a skull. It's like floating in the air. It's not moving, it's just like hovering. Your light casts its shadow on the back wall behind it. It's about like 10 feet off the ground.
Is it like a human skull or?
Yeah, I mean, you can't tell, like, it's humanoid. It might be an elf skull or a halfling skull or a human skull, whatever. It's a little bit smaller than, like, yeah, you don't know. I mean, you have to get a closer look at it.
Yeah, so like turn
say
back.
that there's a skull?
Exactly. I know you love skulls.
I love skulls.
There's a skull floating in here for some reason.
Okay. Does it look like that type of skull from that lady, Vrezia or whatever?
You're gonna have to be more specific.
You know, when she was...
Oh, no, it's not like copper plated and shooting lightning out of it or anything. Like, it just looks like a skull floating in the...
Does it appear to have any, like, strings hanging from it?
You can't tell from this
Are
distance.
floating skulls a thing that I've encountered before?
I mean, Jesus, you've been a D&D character for a while. You've seen some floating skulls.
I mean, I make floating skulls.
Yeah, it's like, can you do that?
It appears to be non-magical. Like, it's not glowing or anything.
Hello?
Can we talk to it? Is it a spiritual weapon?
It's nobody's spiritual weapon. No.
Does it respond if I say hello?
Hold on. It does. I gotta check something here. It does not. No.
Okay. I very specifically look in all the places that are not the one obvious thing.
Yeah, is there any like spigot or something?
You're like looking for where water might gush into the room.
Yeah.
No, you don't see anything.
Do you think it's gonna fill with water? I guess we could look at the other rooms. Skelly boys. We drown together. Come in here.
Do they remain after you die?
Oh, I think so.
Interesting.
They remain for like 24 hours obeying my last command, and then they're just skeletons.
Is your last command avenge me?
Yeah, every time.
Okay. Yeah, so you bring your skeletons in the room. There are other doors here and here.
I don't think.
And over there.
Can I
and there's one back here.
Can I like make an Arcana check to see like what I could have known about, like why a skull would be floating? Because that's not like normal behavior. That's magical.
I mean, like, I'm not gonna be able to tell you anything you couldn't guess at yourself. It doesn't have any runes etched on it. Obviously, skulls don't just float, but yeah, you just see like a floaty skull. You can take a closer look at it. Like eight's like close enough to maybe examine it. 8, do you want to make a perception check? Like, it seems like you're just standing there staring at it.
Yeah, I mean, I was just waiting.
And I don't want to eat my face.
But I was intending to walk over, have a look, and then probably touch it.
Or decide to start shooting lightning.
Okay, so let's hang on. So as you walk towards it,
sorry, that's
8,
why I was.
Yeah, let me give you a sec. So as you approach it, something happens, right? So it seems like the proximity to the thing, it does trigger an effect. As you walk towards the skull, I have to roll 4 things. Hang on. Oh no, you just have to make a saving throw. I need a DC. Well, make a dexterity save.
Is this something that the shield could apply to feasibly? Nah,
I don't think so.
Okay.
You know, you can't deflect something.
Yep, that's fine. Just whether I was taking it on or not.
Hot damn! All right, so
24.
you get a crit. You're fast enough. I think in this case you're allowed to be pushed back or to the side. So I'm just gonna push you back because I think that's what happens. You get close to it and you notice you notice a faint rippling in the air, and you realize just before it is a huge gelatinous cube, just monstrously large. It is so big.
Why?
I don't know why I didn't think of that.
It's a 25 foot by 25 foot by 25 foot, like.
Who in their right mind would think of a
just massive gelatinous cube?
So that's why it's watertight. So
So and then it attacks you.
Yeah.
So let's roll initiative real quick on
really big.
huge cubey here.
That's a really big boy.
When I was like prepping this adventure, gargantuan gelatinous cube, I was looking at the token page for like big tokens. I was like, oh, what's in here? And I was like, what the hell? Where is that thing? It's so big. All right. Big cube. And then, yes, make sure you roll for your Skeletors there.
I just roll ones for them.
Yeah, just roll once. They all act together.
Okay. We're both very shocked
Yeah.
by this cube.
Yeah, you are. Jewel, you have flashbacks to earlier, I guess, in the dungeon. Yeah, I guess it's technically 30 by 30. Yeah. It takes 5 squares to traverse its length. So yeah, what are you gonna do, Jewel? Giant gargantuan gelatinous cube.
Do we want to fight it? I think she probably asks.
I mean, like, there are 4 doors.
Because I guess you could just leave and close the door. The door's watertight, so.
There are 4 doors off of this room. If we leave, I don't know how hard a 30 by 30 gelatinous cube is.
Oh my God, it's a huge Jello shot.
Just have it. Come on. There's so many doors, and we'd have to run past it every time. It's not horrible.
All right. Well, if we all die, this is
boss
It's my
cube.
fault. That's fine. Yeah.
All right, what are you gonna do?
okay. She's gonna move closer to it. So I think I have to bonus action to dash in order to get there. Let's see. No,
I'm
no.
gonna give it an aura. I'm gonna move this skull. I'm gonna give it an aura of 0 feet so you can tell where its actual boundaries are, because it's circular, but it occupies more space than it looks like it does.
It's not
Cool. That'd be great. Yeah, because
and then
we can move up next to 8. I just don't like the idea because it's gonna swarm us.
Can you see the blue aura around it now?
Yeah.
Okay, so like these corner squares, you can't stand in those. Those are cube squares.
Cool. She remembers the last time the cube like can just like plow forward and engulf.
It's hungry.
And she sees Macaria and all of the skeletons are directly in its path.
Yeah.
So I think she's gonna go with switching her weapons and not standing next to it in, I don't know, said engulfing range.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna use her action to put her sword away and pull out her crossbow.
Okay.
I don't think you need an action. I mean,
it's an action to
you
put the
can
sword
it
away. If you just drop it on the floor, it's not an action.
Yeah.
Just throw it on the ground.
Sheath, crossbow.
No, I am not gonna let Cricket get consumed by this gelatinous cube.
You could throw it in here.
And then she stands with the crossbow.
Right.
That'll be her turn.
8.
Gonna stab it with a javelin.
Okay, do it.
Let's get javelin.
How hard is it to hit a 30 by 30 gelatinous
You
cube?
hit it. Yeah, you hit it.
I deal it 15 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
I mark it.
You poke the cube.
If it makes a difference, I don't know. Let's attack it again.
Okay.
Knock it over.
Yeah, you're fighting a giant jello blob.
19, that will hit as well.
Okay.
So 13 points of damage. Do I want to action surge and stab the cube some more times?
What flavor is the giant gelatinous cube? I don't know, something gross like green apple.
I was like, it's a blue cube in this
It
picture.
is actually blue raspberry.
Yeah, it's like blue raspberry.
The fakest of all the flavors.
The thing that gets me is like thinking about a gelatin so clear.
Yeah, right.
That you wouldn't even see it.
Have you seen those videos of flowing water that is so still you can't tell it's not frozen? And then somebody will like run their hand under it. You're like, oh, it's water. It's not ice. Yeah. It's like that. Plus also they're magic, so whatever.
Yeah, it's true.
highly purified cubes.
I am going to action.
You are going to use your action surge? Okay. Fight the cube.
Cube. It's a 23 for another 13 damage.
Okay.
And finally, 23 for another 12 damage.
All right.
No, I will not push it over. I know that.
Yeah, you hit it so hard that it tips over onto the other side.
Push over something that's like this.
It's
much
immune to
bigger.
prone. It's definitely immune. You're good, 8?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, but even if it wasn't immune to prone, could you push something over that's huge?
Yeah, I don't think so. It's not. It's way too big for 8 to shove over. All right. So the gelatinoid cube.
Eats us.
The cube hungers. Yeah. So it's gonna move. It moves its full movement rate, which is 15 feet.
Oh God, I willingly get.
So it just like slides forward. I need dexterity saves from everybody involved.
Okay. Makaria dexterity saves. She gets a 17, which is like the highest dexterity.
Yeah, you're
save
fine,
that I've
Makaria.
ever
So
done.
Makaria, you can't go backwards because there's someone else there, so you get shoved out the side of the cube.
Okay. But I can do for 2 skeletons.
Yeah.
One of the skeleton gets a 22. The second skeleton gets a number that's
12?
not loading for
It's a
me.
12. It's a 12.
A 12.
Okay, so they get shoved. The skeleton has nowhere to. This skeleton goes there. Let me see. It can either get pushed back.
You can go diagonal, huh?
On a successful save, it can be choose to be pushed 5 feet back or to the side of the cube.
I think 5 feet back would be right there, right?
No, back is away from the way the cube is going. That skeleton has nowhere to go then and is caught in the cube with 8.
Well, okay.
It has to go directly away, and there's another skeleton there, so it bumps into the other one and is still stuck in the cube.
It can't just go to a different side of the cube.
No, it explicitly says like it can't, it has to choose to move or get consumed. And also, this thing is weak as fuck already, so like let's not try to weaken it down with more like map lawyering.
Oh, it's weak.
It has 6 armor class. Don't worry about it.
It's 30 feet long.
So
How do you
anyway,
miss it?
like this will be its only turn. I almost guarantee it. You will chop it to shit next turn. So just don't worry about it. You get sucked into the cube. And it didn't even happen to you. It's a skeleton. You have 1,000 of them. Okay, so
I was just asking questions.
if you're in the cube, you take acid damage and you are engulfed. Only some of which bothers you, 8, because the breathing thing, right? You don't have to. Skeletor also doesn't.
Couldn't have happened to a better people.
So 8. You take 11 acid damage.
Sure thing.
And the skeleton takes 13.
And is dead.
Okay, so the skeleton dissolves in the sludge. So we just see its bones like crumble. It was pretty frail to begin with. It bloop, slurps up and consumes. And
this isn't an attack.
It's not an attack. No, it's a saving throw. And then so you are you can't breathe, which is no big deal. You're restrained, and then you'll take more acid damage as you are like at the beginning of the cube's next turn. But you can still attack and stuff because you're only restrained.
Oh, I do get the bonus action though, because it's if it deals damage to anyone other.
So you have disadvantage when you get to attack it from within.
6 AC, that seems fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
As he said.
Like stabbing the inside of it.
Yeah, sorry, but it's not my turn. Yeah.
Okay. So it moves. That's its action. So it moves up to its speed. Oh, it can move and it can engulf, which is also its speed. Okay. All right.
Just about on the floor, like an ice cube.
All right. Okay. Cool. That skull that is just like floating around in the cube with you. So it's just like right up near you. Makaria, it's your turn.
I yell at my skeleton for not making room for his skeleton brother. What a dick. I mean, obviously it wasn't his turn, so he couldn't, but like still. How dare he? And then I don't know what to do with a goo. I
don't know what to do with the goo.
I reach my hand into the goo and I necrotize it.
Yeah, inflict goo.
And necrotize the goo.
Yes, necrotize that goo. All right, yeah, you touch it. You reach out and touch the goo.
I deal it 11 necrotic damage, which is less than my fucking Toll the Dead probably would have. Jesus.
So yeah, we get this moment you just like reach up to it and press your hand to it, and then it just like recoils and like hardens away from your hand. Yeah, gross. Anything else, Makaria?
I'll use my bonus action to tell because I don't know if it was the sword one or the bow ones that was disgustingly acided.
That was you still have Beauregard and Bow, and to the north of you, Swordy. So that was Bow, but B-O.
Okay, I will tell Beauregard and Bow to back the fuck off, to disengage from this cube and try and get a range.
Okay, so you want them to disengage to range and then shoot it?
Yeah.
So that they don't attack for opportunity.
Swordy boy to do my shit with me.
Okay, so Swordy is, I think, the one to the north of you. I think we decided. Okay, so these two back away. And they disengage and back away. Okay. And then what is the sword boy doing? Attacking?
Oh, he's attacking.
Okay, so make his attack. And then Jewel, it's your turn.
Okay. He rolls a 23 for 6 piercing damage.
Sounds good. Jewel, your turn.
Pew, pew, pew. Crossbow.
Yeah.
And that's the sound they make, right?
They do, yeah. You fire one and it just, as it flies through the air, it just shouts pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, that's what Jewel does.
Okay.
And because you're standing next to it, thank you, Makaria. She has sneak attack.
I mean, it's standing in it, so. Okay. Yeah, you puncture the surface tension of the cube and it deflates. It just and just now the whole floor is just covered in quickly dissolving like goop chunks. And it is
because
the
goo was so big, was it's like HP spread out over like a larger surface area. And
I don't know, are all your hit points like stored in your head?
I don't know, man. Is the skull still there?
The skull falls to the ground. Like clunk.
I want to see like what is it made out of that it wasn't acidified.
Yeah.
Tell me about
Plastic,
the skull.
Weirdly.
Yeah. Bakelite. Okay. Yeah, make an Arcana check now that you can examine the skull.
Okay. Good. Excellent. I get a 0.
Okay, it's a skull.
Yeah, cool. Can I keep this?
If you want to. It's a dwarf skull.
I want to keep the skull.
8 turns to Jewel and says, I'm not sure why we fell for that twice, but better move this time.
Technically, you fell for it once and I fell for it once.
Truth.
We spread out the failing.
Well,
Or it falling for it.
Yes, well, even my skeletons didn't fall.
I'll be honest, I didn't know cubes could get that big. Is what happens when 2 cubes and she just makes like a gesture.
I think they reproduce asexually. I think they cube off.
But do they have to become larger?
It seems like if we're going with that theory of asexual reproduction, this cube has never had sex. It's a virgin cube.
Oh, so if you want to make a giant gelatinous cube, you just make sure that it never reproduces and will become a huge cube. One day we'll make a gelatinous cube so big it'll consume the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God
That
bless
was
you.
in one of the other shows that you ran, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Actually, yeah, you've just killed a proto dodger. Good work. Yeah, so the cube just deflates and messes. And as you pick up the skull, it like hardens and dries up on the floor.
Well, that's disgusting, but now there's 4 doors.
Yeah. One here. One here. One here. One here.
Is there
Are there any differences?
Well, you know what? Before we start figuring out what door to open, we're actually at the end of our time slot for today. So you've defeated the gargantuan gelatinous cube, and congratulations to you for that. And you can decide which door you want to open next time. You can decide whether you want to go any of the exciting cardinal directions that you have available to you. Cool. So I've made a note of that ring that you got. So for later, and then in today's session, because we're going back to murder experience. 5 giant spiders, 1 swarm of spiders, and 1 gigantic gelatinous cube. Yeah, so the cube is an interesting thing, and you know, it's obviously it's statted differently, but it's a massive it's massive and a pushover. It's a massive pushover because it has 84 hit points, but its AC is only 6, so it's almost impossible to miss. It does get 4 attacks if it uses its pseudopod, but it can only do 1 engulf, and engulf is like the fun thing that it can do. So like,
so next time we're gonna go to Mordor.
Yes, yeah, you have so many door to decide. Get out of here. You're fired. That's all of the Lord of the Rings references. It's all the Lord of the Rings references in one thing. We use them all. That's it. We don't get any more for the show. We got a magic ring from a dead hobbit. Sorry, we're not allowed to say hobbit. It's a halfling. They're legally distinct from hobbits. Frodo was not a halfling. Yeah, but that's that'll do it for Mad Mage today. Rin will sit here silently, being a lovely half elf, while I let the rest of these nerds tell you where they can.
Distracted elf. It's distracted elf on everything.
Just distracted elf everywhere.
There will probably be some LARP stories, so you should go.
Tomorrow?
That's true. That's true. Yeah, go check out Distracted Elf's channel for more LARP things. Yeah, the outro would depend on whether it was high energy elf or low energy elf. Low energy elf would be like, Distracted Elf, fuck off. other high energy elf would tell us exactly what she was up to. Why don't we start with our purple friend over here, Blue Jay? Do it.
Hi, my name's Blue Jay, but my hair is no longer blue, so I guess you can still call me Blue Jay because I'm not Purple Jay.
Because that's your name.
And you can find me on twitch.tv/BlueJay. Right after this, I'll be playing some new Magic Core 20, blah, 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 early access, etc., Wizards of the Coast, yada, yada. Yes, that's correct. And you can also find me on Twitter at BlueJay_712 and everywhere. Yep.
Excellent. Rotating around the ring of PCs, we'll go down to Dave, playing 8. Where can we find you, Dave? What are you up to?
Oh, okay. You can find me on Twitter at Dave_the_human and for random bits and bobs. And on Twitch, also, you can find me at Dave_human. Once I've finished the Final Fantasy XIV story, I will be streaming some of the wizard chores, your dailies, bits and bobs, so we can make that a bit more bearable for me and hopefully interesting to you to watch. So check that out.
Excellent. And then rounding us out down the bottom, it's a jewel. Lauren, go.
When I'm not making terrible puns. Here, you can find me making more terrible puns. You know, we actually have a pun counter on my stream. Like that's how I love puns. So come watch me at Random Tuesday on Twitch or all the various social medias. I will be posting this week over on my Patreon and Instagram the jewel images that Adam so wonderfully created. That's the word I was looking for. Yes,
captured, engineered.
And those will be going up so you can check out more cosplay goodness. Find me on the internet, Random Tuesday.
Excellent. Thanks everybody, and thank you nerds for watching. This has been our first return episode of Dungeon of the Mad Mage. We're going to be continuing with the dungeon. The characters are now leveled sufficiently to pile on down to the next level, so we should be continuing our exploration there. You can find all of our previous stuff on YouTube at Roll20 app, and we will be back, I think, with the full cast next week. So we'll see you then. Thanks for coming. Have a good one. Hey, everybody. Whether you're a brand new fan or a longtime viewer, you can support the show and the cast of Roll20 Presents by going to roll20.net/start/Roll20Presents and signing up for a free account. Dungeon Masters will find maps, tokens, and a cornucopia of exciting tools to improve their game. Players will gain access to built-in character sheets with support for dozens of different role-playing games. No matter what role you take, our quantum randomized dice roller is there to keep the action moving. Don't wait to join the party. Sign up today at roll20.net/start/Roll20Presents.